Hello to all of my Taurus. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Let's do it. All right, Taurus, let's go. Let's see what your cards have to say. Happy Motivational Monday to each and every one of you all. You may be watching this on Sunday, but this reading is for the 25th of September through the 25th of October. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, let's see what your cards have to say. All right, Two of Pentacles, Taurus. All right. All right, here we have. All right, so an additional stream of income is trying to come in. Make sure you all have room to receive it. However that is, it's creative. That energy is coming in for some kind of creative, something you're doing creatively, whether you're on YouTube creatively or DJing somewhere or something creatively, painting, singing, dancing, whatever it is, an additional stream of income is coming in. So try not to let whatever is in your universe right now is going to have to be some kind of a sacrifice. We have the Princess of Pentacles, the King of Cups. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Wands. All right. So if there's anything that's causing any insecurities, this is the Four of Pentacles, by the way. Source is saying don't overthink it. Matter of fact, this is where you want to create some kind of positive affirmations for yourself, you know, that kind of thing, Taurus. And by the way, I'm talking to you if you have Taurus anywhere in your birth chart, not just your sun sign, okay? Here we have the King of Cups, so make sure you're king of your emotions, right? Get on your throne, control your emotions. Here we have the Seven of Wands. I see somebody being able to defend your decision to move away from anything that's stressing you out, burning you out, any of that, so that you can focus on being more conservative with your time / money, okay? So try to keep the stress level down as we're getting closer and closer to a full moon. Good luck, right? Because full moon energy, you know, your dreams become even more vivid, those kind of things. But really, if you know what your purpose is and you know how to nurture yourself, even if that means, hey, I'm getting away from stressful situations as much as I possibly can, then you already good. So that's what I'm saying for you all. All right. Let's see what else we got going on here. This is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading, information is down below. All right, here we have the Five of Cups, the Ten of Wands. We have the Ten of Swords. We have the Three of Wands. We have the Six of Wands, and also the Tower card. All righty, Tower card. Somebody's having a Tower moment. And a Tower moment, if you don't know what your purpose is, literally feels like all hell is breaking loose, right? I suggest somebody go to, because Source is trying to make somebody booked and busy. That's what I'm saying. Source is trying to increase somebody's money. But again, if somebody is stressed out about something else in their lives, Source will always give us that gentle little nudge. Stay laser focused on your purpose. So if you know what your purpose is, that's like, okay, God, thank you. Thank the good looking out God. High five. Thank you for looking out. But if you don't know what your purpose is, you don't know why you're here on earth, it's going to always feel like, and you can always go to God and ask, what is my purpose? God said, okay, go to Google, type in the word purpose. And what are the gifts that I gave you? That's God. What are the gifts that I gave you? And look at your life experiences. Out of all the stuff, the highs and lows, have those gifts that I gave you been taken away from you? Now, how can you use those gifts that I gave you? And how can you use your life experiences without any shame, embarrassment, or fear? You're not trying to think you better than somebody else or you somebody else's God. You're not trying to control somebody else's universe. And how can you use all of that to better mankind, better people's lives around you, right? So Source is saying somebody is sitting around ruminating on something, and you don't need to ruminate over anything. Really, just like I said, get your emotions. You have somebody is wildly creative, and Source is saying, you know, you're spending way too much energy on something that's burning you out, instead of focusing on getting busy, staying in the posture of gratitude. It would be like this. Here we have the Ten of Swords. Somebody is focusing on the hurt, the deep disappointment, but that's just Source's way of trying to gently remind you, hey, I gave you a purpose. You have something to do. It's not like you have to sit around and think about all the hurt that you've endured and which you survived. It's time to thrive. So there's two types of people looking at the cards here. There's when you I'm gonna get to this in a second. Here we have the Six of Wands. I see you being victorious. getting back in the saddle again, you know, feeling like I won the prize. Why? Because you're having a Tower moment and you know exactly how to stay focused. So some people, when they receive a bill in the mail, they will complain over the bill. Every time I get some money, you know, here comes a bill in the mail. The other type of person who knows what their purpose is when the bill comes in the mail for them, first of all, that person spoke that into existence, you know, but the other type of person, well, both people spoke it into existence, but the other type of person will say, "Oh, God, thank you that I have the money to pay this. Thank you that I have the resources to pay this. Thank you. Thank you for entrusting me with this. I have the resources to pay it and pay it," right? So Source is saying to you, be that person. Be grateful that you have a purpose and that you know what your purpose here on this planet is, because it's bettering somebody else's life. Here we have the Three of Wands. And so Source is saying, take a leap of faith moving forward. Again, Source is trying to bring an additional stream of income. But if somebody is clouded with some kind of burnout and insecurities about something else, Source, about all this hurt and pain that somebody's gone through, I see eventually that's going away. You just have to decide when does eventually come? Like when does the moment come when you say, hey, I'm moving on from something? Like I said, there's some people who have already, like I said, they're on a second stream of income and they know exactly what I'm talking about. They're like, you know what? I remember when I used to sit around with my head in my hands, not even realizing creatively how I could use my gifts to help somebody else. I was too preoccupied with, oh, people talking about me. They running smear campaigns. They're trying to ruin me. They trying to ruin my name. And then you got some other people that's like, whatever. Listen, I'm not new to that. I just need to stop caring about what people think. Somebody who has a God complex. Somebody who feels like they're other people's gods. That's why I always tell people, we're not other people's gods. We're not other people's gods. Somebody who is selfish. Somebody who is attention seeking, have outbursts of anger, lack of patience, and impulsive behavior is going through a Tower moment right now. They're having a Tower moment right now. And we're not talking about somebody you heard about. We're talking about somebody who was going through, like somebody could not control their emotions. They going off. It's quite a few people. Here we have the Two of Swords. Here we have the Eight of Swords. The Queen of Pentacles. We had a Queen of Wands and also the Ten of Wands. So you are able to move on, because I see you being like double booked and busy, actually. Double booked and busy and not burdened at all. There could be an Aries and Scorpio that's going through a Tower moment right now. Here we have the Queen of Pentacles. And so your reputation is still intact. Like I said, sometimes people feel like, you know, sometimes you don't know who is spreading negativity about you. And so when you're like this, you could be a hurt person that's hurting other people and don't even know that you're hurting the wrong people. And that's how it fall on you, right? You have to have an awakening. But Source is saying to you, when you deliver yourself from people's opinions, create very firm boundaries. That's what Source is trying to do, is trying to help somebody create very firm boundaries. Somebody cares too much about how they're making an additional stream of income. Like somebody would care, oh, I never knew you would be doing something like that, but you earning money, you're keeping people employed, you know, whatever it is you're doing. So somebody's making money. So people are, whatever, people always have an opinion about stuff. Take the blindfolds off and just say, those people who have a God complex and looking down on other people and trying to mistreat people any kind of way and judging people harshly, out of my universe. Out of my universe. Anyway, here we have the Queen of Wands. And again, it could be Aries or Scorpio. It doesn't have to be their sun sign. It could be Moon, Rising, Venus, wherever it is in their birth chart. But Source is saying to you, get happy, charismatic, and free. Because free yourself. That's the beauty of this moon in Aquarius. Aquarius is a sign that can detach from things. Like, they could seem like they're checked out, but they're an extremely smart sign. Their brain is always working, right? So they're thinking about the distance between Mars and, you know, Mars and Saturn, when people think that they're just airheaded or checked out, when they really thinking about, how can I solve this problem? How can I solve that problem? How can I do this? Like all over so people can think, some people think that they're aloof when really they're just thinkers, right? They're just thinkers. So this is not about whether you like Taurus, like whether you love or hate Taurus. This is whether or not like you like Aquarius or whatever. The moon is in Aquarius. Aquarius is an air sign. The element of air is connected to the heart chakra. So let me give you some gemstones and crystals to help you to get your heart chakra in alignment so that you can forgive whomever for whatever, you know, and move on and seal up whatever insecurities that cause somebody to get upset. Insecurities, fear, doubt, whatever. Thinking about who's thinking, what people are thinking about what you're doing to make your money, like all of that out the window. So here's some heart chakra stones. Aventurine, it increases good luck. It encourages mature love. Emerald, which is a stone of Venus, fosters hope. It preserves love. It renews the spirit. Jade promotes unconditional love and serenity. It calms anger. Rose quartz, which is what this is right here, helps foster forgiveness and self-love, and it strengthens the heart. Pink tourmaline, which is what this is right here, kind of looks like that a little bit. But pink tourmaline actually helps emotional wounds. It boosts yin energy and love. And then also moldavite. It activates the heart chakra. It promotes wonder. So just little fun facts, you know, just little fun facts there. And I can give you the questions for the moon and Aquarius. But this is not about whether you like a zodiac sign or not. Like I said, when you start learning birth charts, and you start to realize, wow, some of the signs that I couldn't stand before I actually had that sign in my zodiac, in my birth chart. Let me learn a little bit more about how they're wired and let me learn a bit more about myself. Like I tell people all the time, everything you need is inside of you. And Source is saying, when you're looking outside of you and you're looking at, you know, I got to be liked. I have this image, you know, to uphold, and people think this about me and think that about me while somebody's getting broke, you know, being insecure about something. And Source is saying, I'm trying to send additional stream of income across somebody's path. And so you care about what people are saying about you. Who cares what they're saying? So link up with some other people who are delivered from people's opinions of them and see how free they're living. Like, see how free. This is not about a certain amount of money, but see how free they're living. And here's another thing that you have to your advantage. You're down to earth and you're relatable to a lot of people, right? So the energy of money is rooted in our relationships with people. So you're down to earth and relatable. People want to connect with you. But if you're still not delivered from people's opinions, then, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. All right. So, yeah. Double booked and busy. Here we have the Emperor card. That was the Hermit card, the Emperor card, the Six of Pentacles, the Empress card, the Six of Cups, and also the Queen of Cups. It's about to make a lot of sense to somebody as to when you're around people who all they care about is, oh my God, you're bringing shame and embarrassment and fear. It's a lot of people who they care so much about what other people think of them. They sitting around broke. They don't even know what their purpose is. And I'm not even talking about broke in terms of money. They don't know what their purpose is. They don't know how they can use their gifts and talents to help other people. They sitting around with a group of people that's hating on somebody else that's out here getting it, right? So Source is saying, when you deliver yourself from those types of energies, here we have the Hermit card. They so busy sitting around analyzing and criticizing people about, you know, this, oh, I would never do something like that. Or, that person doesn't seem like they have, they don't seem like they have this. They don't seem like they have that. They're not educated enough. I mean, I heard them say a word wrong, or I heard them say something this kind of way or whatever, but that person is out here doing it. Right? That person is out here making their money. They're changing people's lives. Here we have the Six of Pentacles. So when you stop looking for people's approval and recognize Source has already approved you for something, then you on your way. Because who you trying to impress when you have purpose? God already approved you before you even came through the portal. So here we have, do some cord cutting ceremonies. You don't care what people think. That's their brain. Oh, that's their brain. That's their mind, right? People are a trip, but they would be the first ones to come to you to ask you for some money, Taurus. But anyway, that's a whole nother. Here we have the Queen of Cups. So this is a person who is very, you know, you're compassionate. So don't worry about. Here we have the Six of Cups. The Source wants you to operate in childlike faith. You know, moving forward. The same ones are sitting around criticizing and talking about everybody else that they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're talking about. They're out here inspiring people, making things happen. And that's all you need to know. When you deliver from other people's opinion, you don't even need to dignify stuff with a response. You don't. You don't need to respond to it publicly. You too busy cashing checks. too busy cashing checks and direct deposits and going on trips and stuff to eat. Why are you even giving it any energy? Giving it any energy whatsoever. All you're doing is bringing attention to. See, when you. Anyway, here we have expanse. Eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. It's a lot of people that's having a tower moment right now because they turned their nose up at people and looking down on people. And wondering why there are people on the planet that's out here getting it and living their absolute best life, but they still sitting around stuck and looking like they're sucking on a lemon. Dream journal. That's right. Put that dream journal out there and don't tell anybody. Keep it close to the cup. Just you and God. You talking to God. God, this is my dreams. I entrust you with them. I may not trust anybody else. People may laugh at my dreams, but I'm putting those dreams out there to you, God. Okay, let's go. Let's go to work. Let's go to work, God. Let's do it. So that's what I'm saying for you all, Taurus. That's what I'm saying for you all. There's some people around you that's having a tower moment, but you're divinely protected. You don't have anything to worry about. So let people keep judging people. Just be still. Be still. Just be still and let people keep talking. That's right. There's a certain level of freedom when you know you're working directly for source. You're not even worried. You're not worried at all. Here we have affirmations for freedom. I am free to be me, period. I am free to live fully. I am present in this moment. I'm not bound by my circumstances. I am stronger than fear or doubt. I have the power to create a new reality. That's it. There is not a human on this planet that can stop or block whatever God predestined. Not one. Not one. Nowhere. Never. All the energy we send out to the universe comes back to us. That's why I'm telling somebody, write a dream journal and don't tell anybody. Just tell source. Because when you start reading that dream journal and you talking to God and you're like, okay, I don't know if I can do this, God. This just seems much bigger. That's what faith is for, right? That's what faith is for. Like, look at, you know the definition of faith. If you don't, look it up. But source is trying to tell you, like, I'm trying to put more money in your pocket. Stop looking for these people's approval. Family members, friends, whoever is in your circle. Stop telling them. Stop telling them stuff. They already told you that they're not going to support you. They already told you they don't believe in it. You've already overheard conversations where they laughed and talked about other people that's out here getting it and making it happen. So why would you tell them? Don't tell them. Just show up. Show up in your Ferrari. Show up in your car. Let them hear about the house gathering, or what is it called? Housewarming or whatever. Let them hear about that. Oh my God, so when you get this, how come you didn't tell me you was investing in whatever? Yeah, you don't even want to have to tell them that, like, I heard you laughing and talking about other people's dreams, and no, I didn't feel comfortable telling you that. Oh, well, I mean, we've been friends for years. I wouldn't have laughed at your dreams. I've been knowing you. I'm glad you said it. We've been knowing each other for years, and I know you well enough that I couldn't tell you certain things. So I'm glad you said it. 999. It's about to be 3 people that you about to cut off. So I am unique. Thank the past for your lessons and leave it where it belongs, so you can make the best of life that is still waiting to be fulfilled by only you. That's right. Maybe somebody needs to start reading some books on people who have gone through, because people love to hear the success stories, but people don't want to hear all the gory details that they had to go through to get to all of that. People love to align themselves with people. Oh, what? You have how many degrees? How many, what's your title again? How much money you make? Where do you live? Why are you going all of those vacations and stuff? But they don't want to be there when you're going through hell trying to get to there. The people laughing at you, talking about you, talking down to you, judging you, all of that other stuff. They don't want to be there with all of that. So, leave them to the side. Like, leave them in the nose. Leave them in the nosebleed seats. But anyway, so Aquarius is ruled by 2 planets, Uranus and also Saturn. Saturn, we already talked about in the previous video, but Uranus is the planet of change and liberation. Aquarius is a sign that marches to the beat of their own drum, and it could seem like a rebellious sign for a lot of people because they just do stuff, right? They just that's how their brain is wired. Again, even when I'm explaining the zodiac sign Taurus on my channel and in other zodiac signs, and people have something negative to say about Taurus, I'm like, wrong platform. We keeping it in love. We keeping it in agape love on this channel. So I'm going to ask you all do the same thing. If you have Aquarius in your birth chart, and if you've had some whatever, or you've had if you have Capricorn in your birth chart since when you watch this video, depending on if you watch Sunday's video, the moon is in Capricorn. So if you've had any issues or whatever with Capricorn, so it's the same. See if it's in your birth chart. It's better for you to learn that about yourself and see that was a choice that somebody may have made. But when you really delve deeper, you'll look at yourself and say, where was I specifically in my life during that time? And where were they? Y'all were on the same frequency. Could have been two different situations that was going on, but somebody was on the same. That's how y'all crossed each other's path. It was something for people to learn from each other. The source is saying to you, you are good enough. This is Virgo right here. You are worthy. There may be some people that be shocked at how you're making an additional stream of income, but let them hate from the sidelines. Let them, whoever it is, let them hate from the sidelines. You out here changing lives. Who cares what some? Oh my gosh, I was about to say something, but anyway. So who cares what a person thinks, right? Who cares? Who cares what people think? But whatever. Like I said, congratulations to the other side. You're divinely protected. You're in a very vulnerable space. If people are criticizing them, again, stop telling them stuff. Stop telling what your plans are. That is what I have for you, Taurus, and I will see you all on Midweek Wednesday. But again, happy Motivational Monday. This video is for the 25th of September through the 25th of October. We are officially in Libra season. Alrighty. All right. Bye.